Oh, I don't get
You always get that one guy that will turn to follow the bird, and it'll come right over the top of your head. Whoa!
And
Yeah.
I don't put too much foreign stuff in my body, chemicals and stuff.
This conference will now be recorded.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Special meeting
You
November
guys are
13th.
important, all you for. I don't get one today.
Oh, it's under the table.
There it is.
Sorry.
What?
Well,
I've had to reset this room so many times.
You've been kicking it.
I'm
blowing everybody's
sorry.
ears out.
Yeah, there it is. Oh.
Here, feed it up through there, take it out of the stand. I apologize, Randy. I thought I got them all.
It's all right.
It's under the
I wasn't
table.
looking till I just sat down.
Okay, bring my lips with this thing.
All right, now you should be good.
Okay.
Lots of tools.
Right?
All right.
Watch out.
Yeah, gosh, that's dangerous.
November 13th. So first on the list, we got COVID update.
Yeah, I just want to bring the board up to speed, that we do have one office in the courthouse that is closed today. Basically, the entire staff has had an exposure, and there's one positive case in the office. Also, there was, I think, an additional positive case at the health department or in that building. And so,
I think we
Need to
to
lock
move.
down?
We need to move to a hybrid system of some sort. Either appointment only like we did in the past, or something and have people working from home. Because it's gonna spread around this building pretty quick if we don't do something.
I think,
Close up.
I don't know what that is. That's not.
there's your county commission right there.
There we are.
It's good camera.
That is a good camera.
Let's just keep it going right here with this. I think it's time for us to rearrange, go back to what we was.
What does the health department
And
recommend?
Go ahead, Randy.
I just think it's time for us to go back to like we was. We don't know where this is going. I mean, we could all be sitting right here passing with one another, so we're supposed to be social distancing, we're not doing that. And I think it's time for us to go back to where we spread out like we was. I mean, it's just time to move forward. I hate to be the person to suggest it, but I don't know where it's going. I don't think any of us sitting here knows where it's going. Except obviously all kinds of cases all around us. Are we gonna be the next county that's just as bad? So,
I think we're already there. We just,
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta be adaptive.
Well, we've been there once, so hopefully it will go kind of seamlessly. Go back to the hybrid.
So, I guess if you want to do that, we need some sort of a board action and with specific of what you want. Are you talking about, you're talking about potentially by appointment only, or?
Well, trying to think what stages
I'm
we
not
were.
touching anything in it.
What stages we were in prior. The first stage before we went to a complete,
We had the door locked.
we had door locked, appointment only, and some people working from home, right?
Yeah.
Was that correct?
We
That was
got
our
several from the clerk's office.
first
We
step.
were rotating staff in several of the offices to limit exposure. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my computer. I'm not touching anything. And it's
Got a
going
touch screen?
crazy.
Some Come down the touchscreen and I'll get a smudge on it.
Okay.
I think we need to make a motion to go back to the hybrid model as it was in the earlier.
And, I mean, before we make, whether we just stick with this building, and then we look at our county, every county around us is, not every county around us, but a lot of is already went to full face. States want a full face deal, every states, both sides of us is loaded. I don't know, do we go to the mass deal? I mean, it's not that I want to.
How are you gonna enforce it?
Well, that's.
It's not a mandate if it can't be enforced. Marion's already proved that, so.
I wonder maybe we just did a strong recommendation.
That's what we've
That's
been
what we
given.
have.
Well, I mean, to wear masks, to stay home. You know, Western Associates was hit the last day of October. We got from 3 different locations, because we had one girl get it from her husband from AGCO at work. We had one girl get it from a wedding, another girl get it from a food truck. So they all 3 brought it from out of the county into us. So if we would just all stay home, you know, I hate to be a downer, but you need to cancel Thanksgiving, which our family already has. And everybody just stay home with your own little group.
Well, what you're talking about canceling Thanksgiving, so what's the number? How many people are you gonna allow in your house, just husband and wife?
4, yes, your immediate family.
And what authority do
So
you have to tell
immediate
people that?
family could
Which
be
one?
kids from out of state.
Well, no, they can't come.
Well, then it's
I
not
mean,
immediate family.
we can't enforce it, but we can recommend that our courthouse employees would follow these rules.
I don't know that you can single out anybody like that, and I think you're
I said
overstepping.
recommend.
I understand that.
I know,
but
I
think-
know I'm overstepping.
Okay.
I jumped
As long as you know
over
it.
with both feet,
Got it.
and I've
Well,
I've treated my employees that way too.
Yeah.
And that's your privilege, but to recommend that to other people in their own homes, that's outrageous.
I know it is. We're in outrageous times right
You
now.
know,
Well, I want to get back on the track here, because
Yeah,
what we
but-
need to
yeah.
do is discuss what we need to do
With the courthouse.
with the courthouse and our county offices. And I would go ahead and make a motion that we go back to the first stage during the beginning of COVID, which required the doors to be locked, appointments only, and a hybrid system of those that can be here or need to be here, and those that need to stay home to work from home. Second by Ken. Is that sufficient?
What date do you want that to start?
I would say,
And how long is that? Do you want to leave it in place?
I think we need to go to, I mean, at this point, the end
Can't
of
we
the
just
year.
do it month by month?
Yeah, we could go month to month, we could revisit it, what is, since today's the 13th, and just
You want to revisit it on the 30th?
30th, and make it effective.
Yeah, and then if we need to go another 30 days, we can do that.
And that'll put us through to the end of the year. So yeah, I would make that part of my motion to make it effective, as soon as possible. I don't know if every office can accommodate by Monday, or if they can't get around to it, no later than next week Friday.
Has the court shut down again, I'm guessing?
No,
They haven't.
no. I talked to Jan last night though, just to make sure she was aware of what was going on, and she said they'll adapt to whatever the county does with the building.
Now, Harvard County court system over there is working people at home some, and we're taking in and out as far as their workers. Now, I don't know about holding court case, I didn't ask that, but.
Jan said that they're doing the majority of their cases by Zoom, but not everything, and if people come in person, they have been letting them in. So the motion I have is to go to the first stage with the doors locked, by appointment only, with a hybrid schedule, including working from home, as beginning Monday or as soon as possible until November 30. And
I need to second that again.
Okay, can still hold a second. Any other discussion on that piece?
That's just for the county offices,
County?
just the county offices.
so does that include all county offices?
Yeah. That would be, if the road and bridge needs to,
What about transfer station?
transfer station, yeah, be the same. They could take a phone call, but, they still have to operate
Yeah.
out there on the floor.
Have to have a place to put the trash.
But
So maybe they could call in from outside.
I know that, I was there the other day, not very many people got out of their vehicles. I don't know how to-
When he's talking about transfer station, this is about like one company that I work for right now, is that we're out here pounding the ground, and all of our supervision's at home. I don't understand this, and they are still controlling the company from that, but it's a weird feeling that we send some people home and some of the ground pounders still have, and that's what I'm calling the transfer station, they're the ground pounders, they're out there, the road bridge is out there.
Remember the microphone.
And other police, sheriff's department, the ambulance department, they're all out there right on the front line, so, it's sort of a tough issue to do this, but I would also like to add, rotating like the clerk's office did is maybe another way too with this, not to work at home, just everybody going home. Somebody maybe has to be, I don't know.
I think we
Some
were talking
offices
about a
are-
rotational basis.
Yeah.
weren't we?
In the very beginning.
Some offices are also, right now, I don't think they have the staff to rotate. They, for instance, in the treasurer's office, they're short right now, they only have 3 people. So rotating may not work for them at the moment.
Right.
At the transfer station, they can distance themselves pretty well, I would think, for the most part.
And most of it is outdoor.
Yeah.
Even though it's indoor, it's outdoor. It's
Yeah.
wind
Air
blowing through.
moving.
Yeah. Well, this is a small step to take, but I still think, hope we don't put blinders on and not look what's happening around us and say it ain't gonna happen here, because I think we can. I will go ahead and, before we take the vote, I will tell you that after the question that I brought to Deidre last week about our, about the web, saying that, it had not been, Deidre called me back, had a message here before I left, and she checked into it, and that, our website had not been updated since COVID had started, and she changed it immediately. She felt the same way that this person did that was from Texas that sees this stuff, so she was more than willing to get it done, and she did, got that done, but I just want to tell you, that's why that person called, that's why I'm relating to this, is they're seeing it by the numbers down there, and neighbors and everything happened to them down there, so it's here. Whether we want to admit it or not, it's here.
Motion and a second on the floor.
Yep.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
High, as long as it's just for the county offices, right? Okay.
Now, didn't want to cut you off.
No, that's all right.
Just wanted to get that one
No, I
official.
just think we need to keep our eyes open and listen and look around us, and I don't want to go to the mandate, because I haven't had the time remembering to wear my mask.
Well, I've been paying attention to it. I've been looking at it and just looking at it as in what evidence supports it, what evidence doesn't support it. I've been constantly evaluating it nightly, just not there yet.
Do you guys care, would it be okay if I end the electronic meeting and then come back onto it? Because I'm having a lot of
Okay.
crazy computer issues.
We're going to take a short recess to handle technical difficulties.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to be back on in like a minute here, but it's, my computer's just,
Yeah.
So, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be plenty.
Okay, 5 minutes.
I'm
recess.
sorry,
So, not your fault.
No.
you guys, the screen is just like, I'm gonna try to, make your suggestion and try to clean up the screen.
Something weird is going on if you don't weigh in. I was listening to the radio and it was starting to get real grumbly.
It's the Russians. It's Russia.
Well, I mean, you take notice of all these things anymore because
Yeah,
there's so much.
anything like that
Yeah.
kind of freaks you out.
Yeah, and well, I mean, it's kind of weird how you've changed from, oh yeah, I think I remember something about that last week. Now it's like something weird going on. It might happen in a few minutes, you know? Your attentiveness has changed.
Okay.
Good morning, Tom. How are you?
Good, you? Hey,
I'm here.
Yeah. Didn't want to be, but you're here. I was gonna tell you that committee I was thinking about global.
About what?
That committee I was telling you on that interview. George Global. Back in the 50s, my school was pretty big.
The committee you were talking about?
Comedian.
Oh, comedian, George Goebel. I'm not familiar with him.
You are?
I'm not.
Huh.
Of course, I don't get much time to listen to comedians.
Well, yeah, it was back in the 50s, though. That's why
Oh.
I gave you, so that was before your time,
Yeah, I was gonna say a bit before my time.
a bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
It's still wacky.
Technical problems, Tom.
Do you remember George Goebel?
George
The
Goebel?
the comedian?
That's been years ago.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, I'll try it again.
Before her time.
Yeah.
It's still crazy.
Maybe.
This one. Give it a try.
They, 5 minutes out of recess. All right, so I want to go through anything else as far as it pertains to COVID? Okay. Go ahead and close that portion and go on to formal part before we start the official canvass.
Okay, so I've given you some information on the table. You have my report, you have our information from our post-election audit, and then the compiled results, which are from election night. Also the ballots that were counted in the 3 days following the election, according to state law, and any write-ins and hand counts from, that were recorded on election night and put into the tally books. So that's the information I've given you. Also that chart that you always receive on, that covers the state law on what provisional ballots are allowed to be counted. So overall, we had a a pretty smooth election. It was a huge one. Poll workers did great. We had, on election day, we ended up actually having to deliver ballots out to people's homes because they were sick or in quarantine. And so there was a process that we developed to be able to take care of that. Sheriff's Department assisted us with some of that. And then we also had individuals that were able to pick up ballots using the process allowed by law, which is through an application and an affidavit of assistance to assist voters that were at home in quarantine or sick. And so we had some of those on election day. We also had some situations where people called us to arrange for curbside voting at their poll site so that they did not have to go inside the polling place if they were supposed to be in quarantine. So this is, you know, in the past, on the sick and disabled voting, we maybe have had one now and then, that somebody in the hospital that we made arrangements to help them vote, but we've never had anything on this scale before. So it was a different kind of election in many ways. We used our DS-450 to scan all the early ballots and the polling place ballots. And then we used the DS-200 just like we did in the primary. This is our second election using that to scan the advance ballots that came in the mail. And so you might remember that one has a big bin. It kind of looks like a big trash can, but it's a precinct scanner. And so we can scan those advance ballots in and leave them in the bin. And we start scanning those before election day and continue until the Friday after the election. So there was one issue that I want to report on the DS-200. On election night, we did have a paper jam, and this is in your report. And the machine indicated that the ballot was not counted. It did drop it in the bin. So we pulled the bin, and it's on page 1, fourth paragraph. We pulled the bin to retrieve the ballot, but there was a stack of ballots at the back where they were all together, and we could not, the operator of the equipment could not determine which ballot had dropped. And so we know there was one ballot that did not get counted. And there was nothing to be done about that at that time. So we also had 2 provisional voters who, instead of putting their ballots into the envelope like they're supposed to, they put them directly into the can. So they were counted on election night. One was supposed to be counted, one was not. But since it was an error, it's counted, and there's no way to pull that out. So, so those are some known issues that took place at this election. I've given you in my report the process for compiling the results. I've given that to you before. And here on the table, I have all the election night results, everything that was pulled in after the election, all the tally books that the hand count, that the boards wrote the write-ins on, as well as any hand counts. I've got our working papers of how all those were combined. We do it in several stages and check each stage to make sure that we have correct vote totals. I've got our reports that were, I've got the number of voters from each polling location and the reports from the scanner showing that those numbers balance with what the poll site said the voter numbers were. Also, first time, I have a log there that shows the drop box usage. We had 203 people utilize the secure drop box outside for their advance ballots. We had quite a few people drop them off here in the hallway into the ballot can, and then I would say probably at least half were mailed, or more than half. So I would say probably more 2/3 were actually received in the mail. So we did have, I've given you on page 2 the number of voters countywide. We had a record number of ballots in the requested by mail. So some of those were returned by mail, some in person, some in the drop box, as I stated. Yep.
Wait a minute, I didn't get page 2.
I think it's page
It's on the
3.
back, might be on the
Page 3?
back.
Oh,
Yeah, have a page 2.
Uh-oh.
we lost page 2.
Yep. What can you make that?
And then
Sorry about
4.
that.
Let's see, we got 4, don't we?
Do you have
Got
everything?
4, okay.
There should be a total of 5 pages.
Yeah.
Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Yeah.
copy machine list.
Yeah, I must have
So-
skipped that one.
You were just talking about the mailings.
It's stapled.
Do you know how many were sent out?
You don't have page 2.
Yeah, that's on page 2.
Oh,
So I want to tell you about that. Sorry.
Well, that was the copier, because it even printed it, stapled and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that.
Can't be perfect.
Election glitch.
Trying to keep you on your toes.
Hey, well, I'm glad you guys said something.
I look at that guy, he didn't ever use it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this shows the number of voters, including provisionals. And the mail ballots, we actually issued 1,731, which is in the middle of your page. Of those, we had 1,671 of those returned, which includes all our provisionals, and we received 2 that were postmarked after the election and are not allowed to count. So that's 96.5% return on those. And we had only one. We had several that had missing or mismatched signatures. We were able to contact those voters and cure all of those before the election, except for one. And this is one that we made provisional. It is, we do have information, and it was confirmed that someone else signed for the voter, and by law, that's not allowed. And so, all of the other ones were cured, which I think is amazing. Our voters followed instructions and did a really good job on getting those back. So, we had 7 that were undeliverable. Some of those we were able to reissue as a provisional. We had one that was that somebody brought back into us and said the voter had died, and so that was not voted. And then we had 5 that were spoiled or lost, and those were reissued and made provisional on the second ballot. We had 1,567 initially returned that were tabulated on the days I mentioned here, and then we had 82 advanced ballots that were returned to polling places on election day, and 5 more came that were properly postmarked on or before election day and received by Friday. And then, of course, we had 15 provisionals that we issued, and those were because people had a different address or some other issue where their information didn't match, and so we issued those as provisional. So anyway, I think that was a really good return on those. We had, at the very top, you'll see we had 1,533 early voters at the courthouse and plus 43 provisional. So we had 1,576 people vote early here. And that's one reason that you'll see Hillsboro's and Marion's numbers are a little bit small at the polling place compared to what you might normally see. But anyway, overall, our turnout ended up with all of these numbers at the end at 78.5%. So,
All-time high.
in our 2016 election, it was 74%. So I don't know if it's ever been higher than the 78.5 prior to me, but this is the highest one that I've had. So anyway. I do have the provisional ballot summary on page 3, and so on this, we had 11 that were clerical errors or changes, either by poll worker, voter, or office. We had 1 additional clerical error that they already cast their ballot, and so it obviously counted. We had 1 name change, 32 in-county moves, 25 that requested an advance ballot and then decided not to vote that ballot and voted at the polling place. Those have to be provisional by law. We did verify that none of those advance ballots were returned, and so all of these should be counted because they're legally cast. We had 6 that received a reissued ballot. So we sent one and they said it was lost, they never got it, and so we reissued. Those have to be provisional because we have to make sure we only get 1 ballot back. And all of those should count because we only received the 1 reissued ballot back. We had 1 that claimed they registered through DMV and they weren't the poll book, well, we did find that record, and so that one should count. And then we have one that voted at the wrong polling place, an in-county person, and so that one will be partial count. So we have one voter that voted in the wrong county. He happened to be here visiting his dad and decided to vote while he was here, and so we cannot count that. We had one with no photo ID, and they did not provide that prior to the beginning of the canvass this morning, so we cannot count that by law. We had 32 people that moved in from other counties and did not re-register, and we cannot count those by law. I think the County Clerks Association may be looking at some legislation on that in the next year to maybe try to get it where we can count those if they're already registered in Kansas and they just move and do provisional. But as of right now, the law doesn't allow us to
It's
count
one
this.
of the last things you think about probably after you move.
Yeah. We had 27 that were not, people that were just not registered. And we had one, which I already talked about, the advance envelope was signed by someone other than the voter. And so that cannot be counted. So I have 62 that I recommend not count. And then 78 plus one partial that I recommend that would count.
One question I have is back there when you said that one person had passed away, had they filled it out?
No, this one was a permanent advance. So we have some people that sign up, that if they're sick or disabled, they can sign up to receive a ballot for every election that they're eligible to vote in. And so every once in a while we have one of those folks pass away. We're not notified, and so they still get the ballot sent out. But this one, actually, a family member brought it back in and said this person was deceased, and so we canceled them and their unvoted ballot.
Yeah, if they was deceased ahead of voting time, but if it was voting time and they filled it out, I think you'd have to count it.
No, actually, the law
Really?
says that you can't. If they die before election day after casting an advance ballot,
Really?
it's not to count.
I waited all
For an advance ballot, what if it was an early vote?
Yeah, see, same, but the problem is you wouldn't be able to pull that one because it's already been in the can if it's an early in person. So, yeah, that's kind of an interesting one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You keep reading the paper today.
Are there any questions about anything so far? Okay. I'm going to get into our audit. And last year was the first year that we had to do a post-election audit, which is a hand count audit on randomly selected precincts and races. And we did that for both elections last year. Well, there's only one election last year plus the primary. And so this is our third time doing it. And the race that we had to do a national and a state race and a county race. And the Secretary of State's office randomly chooses those and assigns those to us the day after the election. And then we have to randomly choose precincts within those races. Excuse me. So our race for the national was the president, vice presidential electors. And for the state was the 70th district house race. And then for county, it was county commission, District 2. And the precinct, we had them all on papers, and the treasurer's office drew them out of a basket. And so the precinct for 70th district was Marion South, which also contained the presidential race. So we did Marion South for both of those. And then the commission race was not in Marion South, so we had to choose another precinct for that. And that precinct was Colfax in Ramona City. And so we did hold our audit on Friday, November 6th. And I do have a sworn bipartisan audit board that conducts that. They sort through all the ballots from election night, they pull the ones, and then what their job is to verify my machine results. And when they're working, I'm not allowed to come in and answer questions. They have to, it's basically they're checking our work.
How many people?
3.
3.
Yeah. So they did their hand count. There were 2 discrepancies, and I've given you all of that in the packet there. So at the very back, so the commission race came out perfect. And then on the 70th district, and the president, vice president, we had one more vote for Biden Harris and 2 more votes for the Democratic candidate Joe Schwartz on the audit. And so we knew that we had one issue of that one ballot that didn't count in the bin. And so that explained the discrepancy for one vote for Schwartz and Biden Harris. And then, but they still had one that they didn't know why. And so I got in contact with the Secretary of State's office and asked them for further instructions. They asked us to re-audit the 70th district. So I called the audit board back in. They re-audited the 70th district, and they found that there was an overvote ballot for Joe Schwartz. They had initially recorded it for her, which was appropriate, but it also had another oval marked, and it was a blank line. So they had partially marked the oval for the write-in, but they didn't write anyone in, and they fully marked the oval for Joe Schwartz, which is why our machine wouldn't read it. And that actually was referred to the resolution board on election night, and they did record that vote for Joe Schwartz, but it wasn't on my written, my electronic report. It was in the tally book. And so that was the other vote discrepancy. And so after that, our audit was approved, and we were approved to move on with the canvas without auditing any other precincts.
So it was actually, in the end, it's 108.
It's actually 109. It is 109, but that vote wouldn't have shown on my reports, but it was already tallied in the tally book. So the only votes that we added to our totals was the one vote for Biden Harris and 1 vote for Joe Schwartz that were not previously recorded on any paperwork. So those have been added in onto your spreadsheet. So the spreadsheets that you have today include that 1 extra vote for those 2 from our audit, plus all of the tally book information and all of the scanned election results. So that's the first time I've ever had something not match, and I hope it's the last time. Other items of interest I have on here, we did have on the pre-election, election night, and the audit boards, they all sat with open doors, public viewing areas marked. We had the secure drop box, as I mentioned before. This is the first time we utilized the TV screen in the hallway to post election results instead of the whiteboard, and I think we'll get better at that as time goes on, and maybe be able to show some other information at the same time, and then just cut in with our results as we get them.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. So it'll be a little more interesting. It was kind of boring for people sitting here watching that and nothing happening.
Yeah, you wasn't getting a very good rating.
I know. I already mentioned that we developed and implemented a plan for the sick and quarantine voters. And really, this was just an extremely challenging election. The county attorney race being completely decided by write-in, it was just a huge amount of work for everyone, and just a massive number of early and by mail votes. So we had several poll workers that called me like the day before the election saying they had been exposed to COVID, and we ended up having to do some rapid testing on some of our poll workers so that they could work, and fortunately those were all negative. But it was kind of a scary thing, you know, I just feel like everyone who worked this election, my poll workers and everybody who worked on the resolution board, this was a really tough job for them. And so I just want to publicly thank everyone who has sacrificed their time and served in that way. So, any questions about anything on the report? Okay, so the next steps are listed out on page 5. The provisional ballots, we need a motion and a vote to accept the ones that are allowed to be voted or counted. And we will open and count those ones that you approve for us to count. If there are write-ins, we can tabulate those. I I don't know if you all wanna try to write everything, or if you just want our staff to write and maybe one other person, however you wanna do it. I wanna make it as smooth and easy, and however you all as the canvassers want that. If we have any of these provisionals that won't be able to be scanned, we'll have to completely hand count those. And then, as you know, we read those results into, and add them into our previous sets of results. And then we would probably need a recess so that we can update the final results and then verify totals and certify and adjourn. So,
You're talking about, after you read through them, just for the provisionals, and then go ahead and make that.
so what we'll do, yes, so the provisionals, we'll need to, have an action by the canvassing board of which ones we can count. There's also, so once we run those through, if there are any that have write-ins on them, we need to tally those. My question is whether you all want to write on the tally books as well, or have one designated writer plus my staff, or if you just want to observe and my staff write. I want to do what works the best for you, and also the hand counts, so.
Yeah, well, first things first, I will go ahead and make a motion to approve the provisional ballot summary, page 3, and recommend that we go with recommendations on the sheet.
Second.
Second by Randy. Any other discussion on that? All those in favor? Aye.
Okay.
5-0.
All right, we will bring those in here and go ahead and get them open and scanned.
And as far as the recess or whatever, we'll jump that bridge when.
Yeah, I
that
just
comes.
didn't know how many of you, once we start having to write things.
I think to smooth line it, most of us should just observe.
I mean,
Would it, as a matter of transparency, should one commission plus the clerks?
I'll let you discuss that. I'll be back.
Yeah, we're still on camera, so.
Yeah.
Would that, I mean, just being transparent,
Yeah.
would it be best to allow the clerk's staff to tabulate plus one designated commissioner?
I think so.
Okay.
We need a motion for that, probably.
Well, I mean, I think we're all open to tabulate if we want to. We've got the-
Yeah, but we need to designate one person to do that.
Anybody interested in tabulating?
Does the chairman want to do that?
No,
And
not
then
really.
once we have the results off the scanner, those we generally, one of you will read into each precinct, or if you'd rather read along and have one of our staff read it, we can do that. So it's up to you.
I'll put everybody to sleep again with my monotone voice, so I think I'll follow along this time.
I'll try to take it.
Okay.
Nobody else
Do we need to make
I
a
am
motion to do that?
Then you go right
I
ahead.
don't think we need
I
a
don't
motion
think
for that.
so.
We just all have a consensus that Randy's gonna tabulate.
Okay. You're the head honcho.
He's wanting to tabulate anyway. Stay engaged.
While we're waiting for those to be open, if you would go to, on your results, to the county pages, I'd like to look at the county attorney on page, probably on page 8 here. We did put page numbers on.
Nice, I see that.
Okay, so on the county attorney on page 8, I do want the canvassing board to make a determination on the ones that are highlighted up here under, from Joe Inslee down. Those are, so we already counted NC and any spellings that are close to NC, that's at the very top under the county attorney heading. We already also counted Joel NC and any other spellings that were close to that. Same one we have, Inslee. I think that I need you to determine whether that's enough voter intent for us to count that. And then the rest of these, we have Joe Inslee, and then we have Jared Inslee, Jaso Inslee, Jay Inslee, Jeff Inslee, Current, Joel, Josh Inslee, Josh Inslee, and Josh Inslee. So Jeremy Insee is actually a separate person, so I did,
Brother.
right, so we did not count any of those for Jeremy Insee. So really just determination on the ones, at the very top under Joel Inslee, like the same one we have current, or same one we have, Inslee. That voter has made some effort to identify his choice or her choice, so I don't, but it's not my choice of whether to count that. It's up to you. And then same thing on Joe Inslee, that is actually just a one letter off from correct spelling. So the L is just so I didn't know on those.
Does anybody recognize any of these names as being anybody else in our general public?
And I did not look up all of the ones in italics and highlighted. Those were enough different that I didn't feel comfortable combining without you all making a decision.
I know there is a Hensley in there. That's not his first name, but there is a Hensley.
I don't see that without there being anybody that has that name, kind of like you said, separated out there. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't put them all to Joel Lindsay.
I thought we had even more growth on that. I thought that was some of the guidelines that I read a while back.
The guideline is if you can determine voter intent. And so if we cannot determine voter intent on that, then we shouldn't count it. But if it's up to you all whether you feel there's enough to determine voter intent from it. We know there was just one write-in candidate for the office. But like I said, I didn't feel comfortable that those were close enough to combine without you all making that choice.
Oh, I'm along with you. You don't know the person's name, how could you vote for him? I mean, that's number one, is at least knowing their name.
Well,
So
and it's
I'm
whether
like
they,
you, I'm very uncomfortable.
it's whether they made an
with that.
attempt or not, when it's close enough, so. Same thing on, county commission, we did have a declared write-in candidate, and I did count all spellings of that name, and anything that was close, so. Now, but like I said, those ones that are highlighted, I wasn't comfortable with. The ones up above, I felt a lot more comfortable with. And it's up to the canvassing board.
All these pages was write-ins for county,
Yes. A lot of people.
no, write-ins for county attorney.
Yeah.
The next
Well,
two pages,
page 8,
9,
9, 10,
and
and part of 11,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
The other one's just trying
Okay. Just want to make sure I was on the right.
And we did have some other folks that had quite a few votes, but not as many as
Right.
as Joel.
What a real mess, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a vote for county attorney.
Yes.
Well,
My
sort
husband-
of.
My husband got a vote too, I think, for
Yeah.
county attorney.
Yeah, it's the other Gary. You have to meet that guy.
Yes, is it the wrong spelling?
Well, it's the right spelling, it's just
Oh.
not mine.
Oh.
So. Yeah, but that was something,
So what do you want to do on that? Are you ready to make a
Under
decision?
Enzy, I mean, there is a Jeff Enzy. Can we
Is he
include-
running for attorney?
yeah, but neither is Jeremy, so I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
I mean. I guess, just on the side of caution,
Yeah, then just open
if none of those
Oh,
get
okay.
approved, does it change the outcome?
No, it does not.
So just,
It'd be just as easy to throw them all out and
Yeah.
ready to say,
I
just throw
didn't, I
that
just
one
said
out.
open side.
not throw them out, but just leave them.
Leave them separated.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to figure out which one it is, because they don't have a thing on the side.
I'd be in
So
favor of
not
that.
including them in the count.
Well, they're gonna stay the way they are. They're not gonna be brought
Added
over
to.
to another candidate or another, they're just.
Okay, so they're not gonna actually go to join. Okay. Correct. I mean, be right, be fair, you know, I
Yeah.
don't know their name. for God's sake.
Well, it'll also,
Um,
hopefully, nobody's gonna be too mad about that, but it'll enforce them to make sure that they get the name next time, the correct spelling.
Well, and it doesn't have to be correct spelling. It does have to be as close as they can get, and if you can determine voter intent, it's to be counted. If you can't, that's you. That's your decision.
I guess my personal feeling is that every one of them down to Jeremy Enzi is intent, but I'm not going to make that conclusion.
I wouldn't know.
So, motion to keep the tally on the county attorney as shown.
I'll second it. Did you say that's a motion? I'll second it. At 390?
Well, I'm just saying, even the other ones are 1, 1, 3, just keep them where they
Oh,
are.
you're saying all of them? Okay. Well, I still second
All
it.
a county attorney. That good still for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. On the final results, I'm gonna take that highlight off.
Okay.
Just so you know. Okay. Where's that partial? Did you already open it? It was that big one. It had a sticky on the envelope, a pink sticky. We had the one that voted at the wrong polling place, and so there are certain issues that they may not be eligible to vote on. We'd have to compare. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you. So we may just be counting that whole thing. Yes. I forgot to tell you. Yep. It's the, it's Liberty. It might be the top one. Yep, it's the bottom one. Okay. Okay, so this person voted Liberty, but she should have voted Marion. I'll have to go check and see exactly which ballot style they should have voted. So we'll see. Can you set this one aside?
I'm pretty sure for sure in Marion North.
Marion North.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Okay.
Am I getting too soon?
Talking too much.
Sorry.
Just for a note, did it, some of you might know, past me, my district is Charles Forest.
Yeah, yeah, that's the way.
Okay.
We had to have Charles Forest,
I see that in the paper.
he passed away.
You did?
Yeah.
I missed that one.
It's too bad.
Long time commissioner.
89, he served this District 3, the old District 3, quite a few times.
Did you ever miss already too?
Normal path, retired.
Yeah, I mean, she's not working.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not working. Joy's garden.
Gardner.
Okay, so that ballot should have been Marion South, and they voted the wrong polling place and voted Liberty. So partial ballot should count, and so the three races that are, or 4 races that are different on those 2 ballots are the state rep, county commissioner, township treasurer, and township clerk. So if they voted for any of those, that would have to be hand counted, and we would have to disregard those 4 offices.
Okay, yeah.
So, Jonah, do you wanna take a look and see? So state rep,
Right, so we're looking
they
at.
have to vote for that. So that would be, yeah, did they vote on that?
Yeah.
So we'll have to hand count that, that'll be disregarded. And then county commissioner, did they vote on that one?
Township,
Did they vote on township?
yeah.
Okay. So it'd probably best if we just hand count that
County
entire
clerk is
ballot.
fine.
You won't
And
sniff
county
it very long.
commissioner.
No.
You wouldn't be able to count.
Okay.
So,
Okay, let's just,
all 3 races.
do you have a sticky note in your drawer at all? There's those two.
Got highlighter. You wanna go see that?
Okay. No, let me get some sticky notes.
What do you need?
Sticky
They
note.
don't like highlighters.
Yeah, the highlighter. You can't do anything to an official ballot.
So let's
Scribble on
put a sticky note over that state rep, which is this one, so we're not gonna count that. And the township and county commissioner. So everything else we can count, that one's yes, because that's a statewide race for the Senate. Okay?
Use a Sharpie, didn't
All right, so did they vote on the traditional? Okay, so that'll be a hand count. We'll,
Okay.
hold on to that until, let's see if we have any others. Okay. We ready to run these through, ladies? Okay, get rid of these.
You guys are so much faster now.
Ashley is the fastest by far.
I always use a dull pocket knife.
Yeah, you guys open those about as fast as I open the 5 or 6 bids we get.
We did set it to sort overvotes and write-ins to the middle, and those were sent to the resolution board. Yep. So all results from election have been cleared out. We ran a 0 totals report this morning, so whatever is on here will just be from. Without more.
Looks pretty nice.
What's the name of the software that we use?
Oh, yeah.
Software, the,
Election software. Is that a?
well,
Is it a?
we have a vendor, but we don't have specific, I mean, I don't have a software name.
Okay,
Our vendor is ES&S.
okay.
It's a
I just
free
wondered
vendor.
if it was,
It's right on the
if it was
front.
diminutive.
Yeah, please no.
No, we don't use
Please.
Dominion equipment, we use ES&S.
Please,
Our
no.
vendor.
That's why
I know.
Okay, we
That-
have 3 that went in the top, and it says it has an unreadable image, so we're gonna try those again. We're gonna clear that top in out and
Is that
extract it.
diminutive? Is that Barcelona, Spain?
Dominion. Yeah.
Diminutive software?
Uh,
The one they had all the trouble
Yeah.
with?
Yeah, thank God we don't have that.
Why in the world would we use software for Spain?
Alright. I'm gonna use, we need more tables in here.
We'll get another table.
Oh, it's being set up here, but I just don't wanna put anything that's already gone through the scanner on that table. Okay, so those ones are fully processed on the bottom.
Oh dear.
Okay. The middle,
Branch Township Treasurer. All one.
write-ins.
4 different people, all in one.
One name.
We will, have
Several
tiebreakers
of them are
later.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so these 3 are write-ins.
straighten those out a little bit more. Yeah, those turns.
Oh, yes, Summit Township. Remember,
There's more in here.
All right, well, just do small batches. Let's go ahead and do a save.
Lane
Batch.
Township.
So we had 13. And 3. Where's your, we need to have that sheet so you can write your batches down like you did on the last one. Since we don't have it, I'm gonna just write it on this page. So you had 13 and 30. 13.
13 at the bottom, and 3 in the middle.
Okay. Middle. Okay.
Sometimes when you've done that, come up, yeah, good.
Warren Township.
You want to just have
We only have 3, there are only like 10 people in more. I don't know where we got that many votes, I really don't. I didn't think there was half that many people lived in Moore Township. Moore Township? Oh, that was trustee.
And worry about this.
You just do one at a time on those. Make sure they go.
Treasurer.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, treasurer, that has your wife listed there.
Yeah. Two votes in Moore Township. One was for my wife. We started counting cats and dogs right there.
Charles. Chuck's number.
Warren.
Yeah, and then David. Yeah.
Three generations.
Well, they're up
Try
to the
these all
township.
together or one at a time?
page you on?
Let's go ahead and save this batch
14.
and clear in. So 42 and 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
That says Charles. But he didn't live in Marion County.
No.
He didn't El Dorado.
Yeah, it was.
So that must be the son.
What's 40s?
Page 14, everybody?
Got 58 votes.
That's gotta be the son.
Yeah. And
Okay,
his,
so fully
his
processed
name is
this year?
Charles too.
Yeah, he just always went by
Yeah.
Charles.
Oh, okay, okay. I was gonna say, we got another problem.
No, that's his name.
Okay.
I would say put the fold down and just save that go. That's okay. Yep.
We're not been surprised he didn't want to run for county commissioner sometime. I talked to him about that. Boy, Charles' son.
He's pretty quiet.
Yeah, yeah.
John's.
Get it done, and then do us, right quick to
Maybe
save.
grandson or-
Yeah, I talked to David, he doesn't seem like he's at all interested. And I wasn't talking to him about it,
Right.
he was talking about how his grandpa did it.
Yeah,
But it wasn't, nothing like to allude
that way we
to
have all that.
following his footsteps or nothing like that. Just-
Right.
It was just, my grandpa did it.
Yeah.
That was where he left it.
He's pretty short too.
Okay. All right. So these right here all have write-ins or overvotes on them. This one, if you want to look at these, or do you want me to read them? And how do you want this? Because I'm going to have these two writing and Randy.
Why don't you read it?
Why don't you read them?
Okay, I just want to make sure you're good. Let me set that up for sure. And then we'll have this one that has to be hand counted, so. Okay, on one,
I can read that one.
you all are gonna need some tally books for the write-ins. And then a hand count in case we have any hand counts. Okay. And we do have hand counts. Yep.
You're the tally. You're the tally man.
Yeah.
All right, when I say the precinct or the ballot style, Randy, you're gonna write that on the left of where it says precinct.
Okay.
And then you'll write the office and the name of the person that's the write-in, okay?
Okay.
And I'll tell you whether you're on the write-in pages or the hand count pages.
Okay.
Okay, so. Did you notice something while I was This one does not have a write-in. Okay, Jenna, would you look and see if you see any write-ins or any double votes? I didn't see anything on there.
Okay.
Sometimes if the hold is in the wrong place, it'll pick up that line. So, did you see anything on there? Even if the oval's darkened on the line and there's nothing there, I don't see anything on this one either.
The only thing I see is just the red that's down here.
Yeah. So, okay. Here's another one. So these ballots that went to the middle, it fully processed everything except the race had an issue with it, either recognized a write-in or saw a stray mark. And so everything else has already been processed. So if we don't see any write-ins on these or any overvotes, then they are fully processed.
I don't see anything here other than the red mark again.
Okay.
It's almost like just transferred to that one.
And there's nothing there, and it's not a race that could potentially have
Yeah.
another vote on it. Let me check that one.
I don't see anything at all.
Okay. All right, it's probably, it could be this fold right here on the, above the line. This scanner is extremely sensitive, and it picks up lines and everything, so. Okay, so we do have a write-in, so you'll need to be on the write-in pages. And this is Lost Springs, is the precinct. And the office is county attorney. And the write-in is for none, N-O-N-E, one vote.
So there's another none there. Does that matter?
We'll add that together. Yeah, we will. So you can add one in the Lost
I know
Springs
that person.
precinct, if you want to. Okay. The next one is a write-in again. It's Hillsboro First is the precinct. The race is county attorney. And the name is Susan Robinson, S-U-S-A-N R-O-B-I-N-S-O-N.
One vote?
Yes. Another write-in, this is for Lehigh. The office is county sheriff. And the name is Randy, R-A-N-D-Y, Brazil, B-R-A-Z-I-L. And then there's a write-in for, also on Lehigh, for Lehigh Township Treasurer. Treasurer.
Township treasurer.
And the name is Nathan Fish, N-A-T-H-A-N-F-I-S-H. One vote. This one, actually is, they marked the oval, but they did not write anyone's name. So we won't count this one for Meadow, it's on county attorney. Joni, you wanna look it up? So you don't need to write anything on that one? Okay.
They didn't even write no.
No, nothing at all. The next one is for East Branch. The office is East Branch Township Treasurer. And the name is Richard Kazitz, R-I-C-H-A-R-D-K-A-S-I-T-Z.
K-A-S-I-T-Z, sits.
Yep, one vote. The next one is a Hillsboro second. And this is for county attorney. And the name is Joel, J-O-E-L, last name E-N-S-Y. One vote. The next one is Clear Creek. The office is county attorney. The name is Joel, J-O-E-L, N-Z-E-N-S-E-Y. One vote. The next one is Marion North. The office is county attorney. And the write-in is for N-A. One vote.
None of the above.
Not that one.
Yeah,
There
okay.
is an NA there.
The next one is for Clark is the precinct. And this one has 2 offices with write-ins. First one is county attorney. And this is for Susan Robinson, S-U-S-A-N-R-O-B-I-N-S-O-N. And the next office on this Clark ballot style is Township Treasurer for Clark. And the write-in is Tina Spencer, T-I-N-A-S-P-E-N-C-E-R. Okay, then we have Marion South. The office is county attorney. And the name of the write-in is Joel Enzi, J-O-E-L-E-N-S-E-Y. One vote. And that is all these write-ins. We will also have this one hand count, so we're gonna switch to that other book. That other staple pages. Okay, and this is a Liberty Township ballot, so every race that I read is gonna be Liberty beside, you'll write Liberty beside it in the precinct. The first race is President Vice President, and this vote is for Trump Pence. So you'll write Liberty beside that President, Vice President writing there, Randy? On your front page, it should,
Yep.
and then for Trump Pence, write Liberty beside it on the left, and one vote over on the right. Does that make sense?
That's in the already printed on there.
Yeah, because for hand counts, we already knew what was on the ballot.
Okay.
So for US Senate, this is a vote for Roger Marshall, one for Liberty.
Okay, you got U.S. Senator? Yeah.
Yep, and then Roger Marshall. You should
Liberty.
find his name printed, and it's
Precinct
Liberty.
Liberty.
Yep, and one vote.
Okay.
Is everybody still on the same?
Yep.
Okay. Then we go to the US Rep and then find Tracy Mann's name. And you'll have one vote for Tracy Mann for Liberty. And then we're gonna go to State Senate, 35th District, Richard Wilborn. One vote in Liberty. Then we are going to County Clerk. And the candidate Tina Spencer, one vote for Liberty. County Treasurer Susan Berg, one vote, Liberty. Register of Deeds, Rebecca L. Wingfield, one vote for Liberty. There's no vote for County Attorney here. And then County Sheriff, Robert P. Kraft, one vote for Liberty. And there are no votes on any of the judicial races, and those are all the races that can be counted on this ballot. So you should have everything. So the three of you that were tallying, could you please verify that your totals all match each other? And then we're gonna run the precinct by precinct report of what we scanned in, and then once we have that, we will read those totals in and add those in red to our spreadsheet here, okay?
Oh, put the totals out now on that?
Yep, and then on each one, and then verify that you match these girls here.
Okay. This is the process. Slow process.
You should have designated somebody else.
Oh, I do that. I do. Okay, first page, first one, I have U.S. President-elect Trump Pence, one, grand total one for Liberty. On down to U.S. Senator Liberty, Roger Marshall, I have one, grand total one. Second page, for Liberty, U.S. Representative, First District, Terry C. Mann, one, grand total one. Liberty, State Senator, Richard Wilbur, one grand total. Okay. Liberty County Clerk, Tina Spencer, one grand total. Liberty County Treasurer, Susan Berg, one grand total. Liberty Register of Deeds, Rebecca Wingfield, one grand total. Liberty County Sheriff, Robert Kraft, one grand total.
Perfect.
Sound you good?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Did you get the other vote totaled also? Make sure
Oh.
you have those.
Got these? Yep. All right. Go to the write-in ballot summary. Lost Springs County Attorney, none is the top one. Only grand total, one. Hillsboro First County Attorney, Susan Robinson, one grand total. Lehigh County Sheriff, Randy Brazel, one grand total. Lehigh Precinct, Lehigh Township Treasurer, Nathan Fish, one grand total. East Branch Treasurer, Richard Kazitz, one grand total. Hillsboro Second, County Attorney Joe Lindsay, E-N-S-Y's last name, one grand total. Clear Creek County Attorney Joel Lindsay, E-N-S-E-Y, one grand total. Marion North County Attorney N.A., one grand total. Clark County Attorney Susan Robinson, one 1 grand total. House bill would be clerk, town treasurer, Tina Spencer, 1.
Did you say
1 grand
county
total.
treasurer or township treasurer?
Township treasurer. Township. That part of that off. Marion South, county attorney, Joe Lindsay, 1 grand total. I've done my share for the day, let's have this. What time do you guys get out of here for the primaries?
We still got this to do.
I know, that's what I'll do that.
Okay. I wonder if the copier would stick any of these pages together. I'm gonna have, who's gonna be the designated person to read the results off of the precinct by precinct? And then I'll have at least one other commissioner also read along to make sure they don't miss it. And then my staff will record, I'll record, and one more commissioner can record in red.
I can read some.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a copy of this and then you all decide what you want to
You
do.
can tell me something.
Quite a subtle things.
Yes,
If I can find something between you
Put it on
guys.
each page, I know.
Are we done with these pages then?
Yeah, we're done with these. Now we get this.
Is it?
Okay.
Now we get this booklet.
Oh.
Which way?
Oh, I found something better.
Okay.
Pre-moistened.
You got some alcohol,
Pre-moistened.
if they have to try it out.
Expiration 1953.
Did you show your hula hoops?
Do what?
Did you show your hula hoops? You had on doing swap?
No. Still wet.
Remind me, stuck a bunch of my pockets, just bring here.
These are, got a whole box of them here if you need one.
Kanye West got 1 vote in Marion County.
Ooh, he was running one.
Dang. Well, he's only on certain ballots.
Yeah.
The sad thing is, you see how many votes Bernie Sanders got throughout the whole thing.
It's
Yeah.
amazing to me how many people waste their time
Yeah.
coming in just to write
Yeah.
garbage
Yeah.
on the ballot.
Yes.
We have to record it all.
Yeah.
It makes it more work.
And their employer probably gave them time off to do it.
Yeah.
Ben Sass, the representative from Nebraska.
Yeah, that was the state senator, didn't he?
Yeah. So Don Blankenship, that's the guy that's running up there in Alaska.
Do like that.
George Bush and Hillary Clinton. There's some.
Norman Cotton would be a good pair though.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay,
Willie Nelson. Wow.
so Kent, you said you wanted to read?
Sure.
Okay, at the top of each page, it tells you the precinct. It's way up at the, right under machine ID, see where it says Blaine, it's really small.
Oh, okay, got it.
So there's like 3 pages for each precinct, and then it tells you all the votes for each race.
So we don't have to read them if it's 0, do we?
No, and who else wants to be the person following along on the report? It's, no, you don't have to.
I can't do both, I gotta stay here.
You're gonna tally. Diane, do you just wanna read this and make sure that he gets is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
So, the precinct is up here at the top.
Okay,
And then there's usually like 3 pages for each one, and it has all the vote totals for each race.
okay.
So he's just gonna read, and if there's zeros, he's gonna skip that, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so just make sure that you read the precinct, please, and then the office and the vote.
So if they're all zeros, do we need to go through the whole thing?
No, I would look at each page for that precinct. I think it's 3 pages. I mean, verify that there are no,
Okay, Blaine Township, there are 0 votes.
okay? So you can just move along.
Catlin, there are 0 votes.
This is for what office?
This is for all the offices.
All the offices.
As you start going to ones that do have votes, you'll just read through the offices kind of slowly, and I'll try to make sure everybody gets on the right page to tally.
Captain 1. That's kind of, that's right.
These are the ones that we ran.
Okay.
These are the
Oh,
ones that we
oh,
just did, yeah.
All right.
That the
Okay.
machine.
So we have no new votes for Catlin after the
Right.
provisionals.
Okay, ready? Center. President, Vice President, 1 vote for Trump, Pence, 1 vote for Biden, Harris, total 2.
So just put a little red mark beside Trump, Pence, and beside Biden, Harris on the center township column. You see that, Randy?
Yeah.
Is everybody that's writing on it?
Yeah, but where'd you put them, right?
Just
Right
right
to the
beside,
right.
just a little, yeah.
Yeah,
red
That
mark.
little teeny box.
Okay.
Sorry, I know
one-
it's small.
Okay, so 1 for Trump, Pence?
1 Trump, Pence, 1 Biden, Harris. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, US Senator, 1 Roger Marshall, 1 Barbara Boyer, total 2. US Representative, 1st District, 1 vote Barnett, 1 vote Mann, total 2. US or Kansas Senate, 35th, Richard Wilborn, 1 vote, total 1.
Everybody still in center column?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Kansas Representative, 70th District, Joe Schwartz, 1, John Barker, 1, total 2. County Commission, 4th District,
Okay, let us, that's gonna be on, page 5.
Okay.
Dave Crowfoot, 1, total 1. County Clerk, Tina Spencer, 2, total 2. Going too fast.
Gina Spencer, 1?
2. County Treasurer, Susan Burke, 2, total 2. Register of Deeds.
Okay, we gotta go skip a few pages here. So jump to,
No, just next.
oh, sorry.
No, next one.
Never
Susan
mind.
Berg and then
Ready?
Rebecca
Yes.
Wingfield.
Yes,
Rebecca Winfield, 2, total 2.
now skip a few pages.
County Sheriff, Robert Kraft, 2, total 2.
That's page 11.
Robert 2 for Kraft. Township Trustee, Center Township, Jess Whiteman, 2, total 2.
That's on page 13. Does anybody see that?
Township Treasurer.
Hang on a second. What was his last one? Where was he at? What was the name? Jeff Whiteman?
Yeah, 2.
1, 2. Okay, gotcha. Go ahead.
Okay, then County Treasurer, Leroy Kraus, 2.
Township treasurer?
Township
Page
treasurer.
16.
Trustee and then Treasurer.
Okay.
Leroy Kraus, total 2.
Did you find it, Randy, on
Yep,
page
yep,
16?
yep.
Okay.
2. We refresh.
Supreme Court Justice, position 4, Rosen, yes, 2.
That's the very last page, page 22,
Yeah, we're judges.
Rosen 2s.
for yes.
For
They
yes.
each one of these will have a yes and a no line. Does everybody see that?
Oh, yeah, so it's a yes 2?
Yes, 2. And Court of Appeals, Judge, position 4, Warner, yes, 2. Fine.
Yep, got it.
Okay, Court of Appeals, Judge, position 6, Bruns, yes, 2. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 8, Atchison, 2.
Yes or no?
Yes. Yes. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 9, Berger, yes, 2. Total, yes, 2.
Okay.
Court of Appeals, Judge, position 14, Gardner, yes, 2. Now we got District Court Judge, Division 2, Bone, yes, 2. District Court Judge, Division 3, Powers, yes, 2. And District Court Judge, Division 5, Rosauer, yes, 2. Okay, Clark. We have, President Biden-Harris, 1. U.S. Senate, Barbara Boyer, 1. U.S. Representative, 1st District, Barnett, 1.
You good, Randy? We're in Clark.
Yep.
Yeah.
Clark, yeah, Clark. I need to go back?
Nope, nope.
Okay.
And you want who, Wilburn 1?
He hasn't got there yet.
Haven't got there, okay. Kansas Senate 35, Richard Wilborn, 1.
You got Barnett
Yes.
on the previous page, right, on the bottom, right?
Yeah, Barnett, 1.
Is that, okay, yep.
No, I didn't.
I think that maybe is the one you were.
That's
First District.
Clark, yeah, First
Yeah,
District 1.
sorry, I was talking.
Gotcha. Okay.
So then we got Kansas Senate 35, Wilborn, 1.
Yep.
Okay, Kansas Representative, 70th District, Schwartz, 1. County Commission, 2nd District, Mueller, 1.
Mueller 1, Clark.
County Clerk, Tina Spencer, 1. County Treasurer, Susan Berg, 1. Register of Deeds, Rebecca Wingfield, 1. We've got County Attorney, 1 with no name.
That would have been a write-in that we already,
Okay, the writing is taken care of.
yeah, if they're,
It just says write-in, 1.
yeah, we can't do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
County Sheriff, Kraft, 1.
11.
That's all.
Page
We're
11,
still-
yes,
Yeah, we're
it's
still
Clark.
Clark, yeah. Township Treasurer, Clark. Oh, that's one writing. So we get to the judges now. Supreme Court Justice position, 4, Rosen, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 4, Warner, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 6, Bruns, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, position 8, Atchison, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 9, Berger, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, position 14, Gardner, yes, 1. District Court, Division 2, Bone, no, 1. District Court, Judge, Division 3, Powers, yes, 1. And District Court Judge, Division 5, Rosehour, no, 1.
Hey, if you want me to run you a copy of this report so you can follow along, or you
Yeah.
okay observing? Okay,
Fine.
I'm sorry, I feel like you don't have a job.
No. Yeah,
I don't want you to feel left out.
unfortunately, indeed.
Okay.
I'm just
good.
observing through this, so.
Yeah.
After a while, I'll turn this over to you.
No, that's all.
All right.
Okay, Clear Creek. Clear Creek, President, Trump and Pence, 3. U.S. Senator, Marshall, 2. U.S. Representative, 1st District, Mann, 2. Kansas Senate 35, Wilborn, 2. Kansas Representative 70th District, Barker, 2. County Commission 2nd District, Beneke, 1. David Mueller, 1. Total 2. County Clerk Tina Spencer, 2. County Treasurer Susan Bird, 2. Register of Deeds, Brett Wingfield, 2. County Attorney, that's right in. County Sheriff Kraft, 1. Township Trustee, Clear Creek Township Trustee.
Page 13.
Page 13.
Tell me when you're ready.
No, I gotta get crafts done.
Okay. Yeah. If I'm going too fast, say stop.
Just, where'd it go?
Kraft would be on this.
11. Right.
13.
County Sheriff's 11, 1.
Yeah,
1, 3, yes. Gotcha, go ahead.
Township Trustee,
Okay.
Clear Creek, Anna Kraus, 2.
Township trustee.
Township Treasurer, Clear Creek, Marcus Carlson, 1.
Clear Creek Township.
Page
Yeah.
16.
16?
Yeah. And the thing about these, if you just go down the column, you'll see the printed number. That's kind of nice.
Okay, yeah.
And how many was it? I'm sorry, the
2.
Carlson?
2.
Carlson, 1.
No, Cross is 2.
Anna Kraus was 2 for the trustee. Treasurer Carlson, 1.
Okay, thank you.
Supreme Court Justice, position 4. Rosen, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 4. Warner, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 6. Bruns, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 8. Atchison, no, 1. Okay. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 9. Berger, no, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 14. Gardner, no, 1. District Court, Judge, Division 2. Bone, no, 1. District Court Judge, Division 3. Powers, no, 1. And District Court Judge, Division 5. Rosehour, no, 1. Colfax, Ramona City.
Colfax from Ramona City.
Colfax.
Now, we're going to the very beginning of national, and it's the Colfax column, it's Colfax and Ramona City.
Back to the
Okay.
front.
Back to
Okay,
the front.
yep, gotcha.
Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
And it may have a city office if there was actually a Ramona. you
Yeah,
know.
it said Colfax/Ramona City.
Yeah.
The reports combined, both of
Okay,
these.
President, Biden-Harris, 1. U.S. Senator Boyer, 1. U.S. First District Rep Barnett, 1. Kansas Senate, District 35, Wilborn, 1. Kansas Representative 7th District, Schwartz, 1. County Commission 2nd District, Mueller, 1. County Clerk, Tina Spencer, 1. County Treasurer Susan Berg, 1. Register of Deeds Rebecca Winterfield, 1.
Do you need to slow down for a sec?
You want to slow down?
Winfield 1?
Yep.
Gotcha, go ahead.
Rebecca Winfield, 1. County Sheriff Robert Kraft, 1. And then you have to go all the way down to District Court Judge Powers.
On the back.
Yes, 1.
This is
For Powers.
Powers.
For Colfax.
Powers.
Yeah,
Yes,
for
one.
under Colfax. Powers, yes, 1. That's, yes. Okay. Doyle is the next one. Everybody got it? Okay, Trump Pence, 1. U.S. Senate, Boyer, 1. U.S. Representative, Barnett, 1. Senate 35, Richard Wilborn, 1. Kansas Representative 74th, Stephen Owens, 1. County Commission 4th District, Dave Crowfoot, 1. County Clerk. Tina
Wait a
Spen-
second, I'm sorry. Here, he's being real
Oh.
quiet, but he needed a second. Page
Yeah,
5.
Poke me.
You gotta speak a little louder, Randy.
I can't get your pages turned. That's my problem.
I get it, I had the same trouble.
Okay, Dave Crowfoot got 1 in Doyle.
Dave Crowfoot, County Commission 4th, 1. County Clerk Tina Spencer, 1. County Treasurer Susan Berg, 1. Register of Deeds Rebecca Wingfield, 1. County Sheriff Robert Kraft, 1. And then we get the Township Trustee Doyle. Jeff Henlow, 1. And Township Treasurer Doyle, Kathy Henlow, 1.
What
Page 17.
Oh, we gotta skip 3. Oh, right up top, okay. Gotcha, go ahead.
Did you get the trustee and the treasurer?
Yes.
Okay. Supreme Court Justice position 4, Rosen. No, 1. Court of Appeals Judge position 4, Warner. Yes, 1. Court of Appeals Judge position 6, Bruns. No, 1. Court of Appeals Judge position 8, Atchison. No, 1. Court of Appeals Judge position 9, Berger. No, 1. Court of Appeals Judge position 14, Gardner. Yes, 1. District Court Judge Division 2, Bohm. Yes. yes, 1. District Court Judge Division 3 Powers, yes, 1. And District Court Judge Division 5 Rosehour, no, 1. And next one, Durham Park. President, Trump Pence, 1. Senate, Roger Marshall, 1. Yes, Representative, 1st District, Barnett, 1. Kansas Senate 35, Richard Wilborn, 1. Kansas Representative, 70th District, John Barker, 1. County Clerk, Tina Spencer,
This
one.
This Durham Park.
John Barker, 1. County Clerk, Tina Spencer, 1. County Treasurer, Susan Berg, 1.
Right there. Tina Spencer, 1, Durham Park.
And Susan Berg, 1. Treasurer. Register of Deeds, Rebecca Wingfield, 1. County Sheriff, Robert Kraft, 1. Township Treasurer, Durham Park, Robert L. Unruh, 1.
Oh, treasurer, right? You said
Treasurer,
treasurer.
treasurer.
So we gotta skip down, sorry about that.
Yeah, there was nothing
Durham
for
Park.
trustee.
Not for trustee? Okay.
Page 17.
17. Okay. Who was the name?
Robert L. Unruh.
Okay.
The Supreme Court Justice position for Rosen, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge position for Warner, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge position 6, Bruns, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge position 8, Atchison, 1.
Yes or no? Is that a yes or no?
Yes. Court of Appeals, Judge position 9, Berger, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge position 14, Gardner, yes, 1. District Court Judge Division 2, Bone, yes, 1. District Court Division 3, Powers, yes, 1. And District Court Division 5, Rosehour, yes, 1. East Branch. President, Vice President. Trump Pence, 1. And Biden Harris, 1. Total 2. U.S. Senate. Roger Marshall, 1. Barbara Boyer, 1. U.S. Representative, 1st District, Barnett, 1. And Mann, 1. Kansas Senate 35. Richard Wilborn, 2. Kansas Representative 7-4. Stephen Owens, 2. County Commission 3rd District, Randy Dolphy, 2.
Who's that guy?
I don't know.
What page is that on?
County Clerk, Tina Spencer, 2.
One is Rich. Yeah, one is Rich. Goki had 2.
Yes.
2.
Tina Spencer?
Tina Spencer, 2. County Clerk. County Treasurer, Susan Berg, 2. Register of Deeds, Rebecca Wingfield, 2. County Sheriff, Robert Kraft, 2. Township Trustee, East Branch, Kevin Yoder, 2.
Okay, sorry, wrong page here. Page 14.
What you gotta do, put a clip back there so you can just turn it?
If I got my pages conformed to get
To your
past,
finger?
past all Joel Lindsay.
Yeah, East Branch 2 for Evan Yoder. Gotcha.
Okay, Township Treasurer, that was a write-in. Supreme Court Justice Position 4, Rosen, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge Position 4, Warner, yes, 1.
And no votes, right? We just have one
Just-
for you.
yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Court of Appeals, Judge Position 6, Bruns, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge Position 9, Berger, yes, 1.
So no vote for
Skip on
Atchison?
Well, there was 0 on that
Okay,
one.
that's fine. Just-
Okay.
0 on Atchison, okay.
Okay.
I'll make note of that. Court of Appeals, Judge Position 14, Gardner, yes, 1. District Court, Judge Division 2, Bone, yes, 1. District Court, Judge Division 3, Powers, yes, 1. And District Court Judge Division 5, Rosehour, yes, 1. Okay, fair play is 0. So move on to Gale.
We shouldn't celebrate that, but kind of nice.
Okay, Gale Township. President, Trump Pence 2, Biden Harris 2, total 4. U.S. Senate, Roger Marshall 2, Barbara Boyer 2, grand total 4. U.S. Representative 1st District, Tracy Mann 4. Kansas Senate 35th, Richard Wilborn 4.
Everybody's on Gale, right?
Yep, Gale Township.
Good.
Kansas Representative 70th District, Joe Schwartz 3, John Barker 1, total 4.
Gale, Schwartz 3.
County Commission 4th District, Dave Crowfoot 4.
Okay. That's fine. Right here, 4 for Gale.
County Clerk Tina Spitzer 4. County Treasurer Susan Berg 4. Register Deeds Rebecca Wingfield 4. Nunn County Attorney, County Sheriff Robert Kraft 4. Skipping down to Township Treasurer.
Trustee.
Rebecca Wingfield.
What?
All right.
Got lost.
Do we need to go back?
Gale for Rebecca Wingfield, Gale 4.
Just people could be 9 and 10 together.
There you go. That would be the easiest way to do it. Big time,
We need to go back.
Hang on a second.
Turn on once.
Kraft was 4.
Yeah, Robert Kraft 4.
Okay, there you go.
And then skip down to Township Treasurer, Marvin Meisinger 4.
Page 17 for Gale.
And name again?
Marvin Meisinger. Okay, the judges, Supreme Court Judge, Position 4, Rosen, yes 3, no 1. Grand total 4. Court of Appeals, Judge Position 4, Warner, yes 4. Court of Appeals, Judge Position 6, Bruns, yes 4. Court of Appeals, Judge Position 8, Atchison, yes 3, no 1, total 4. Court of Appeals, Judge Position 9, Berger, yes 3, and no 1, total 4. Court of Appeals, Judge Position 14, Gardner, yes 4. District Court Judge Division 2 Bone, yes, 4. District Court Judge Division 3 Powers, yes, 3, no, 1. And District Court Judge Division 5 Rosehour, yes, 4. Next one's Grant. Everybody ready? U.S. President, Trump Pence, 1. U.S. Senator, Roger Marshall, 1. U.S. Representative, Tracy Mann, 1. Kansas Senate, Richard Wilborn, 1. Kansas Representative, John Barker, 1. County Commission, 2nd District,
Hold on. One by, okay, go ahead.
County Commission, 2nd District, Michael Beneke, 1. County Clerk, Tina Spencer, 1.
County Commissioner Benke,
Mike Beneke, 1. Clerk, Tina Spencer, 1, or 2, yeah, 1, excuse me, Tina Spencer, 1. And County Treasurer, Susan Berg, 1. Register of Deeds, Rebecca Wingfield, 1.
And we're in Grant.
Grant.
We didn't have one in Gale for Rebecca, I didn't get that one.
Rebecca, we had 4
Okay. For Gale,
for Gail.
thank
Yeah.
you, and then for Grant, 1.
Yes,
All right.
Grant, 1.
Okay, thank you.
And County Sheriff, Robert Kraft, 1.
Rebecca Wingfield is 1.
Rebecca Wingfield, 1.
Okay, now Sheriff.
Sheriff Robert Kraft, 1. Township Treasurer, Grant Township, Rebecca
17.
Malkovich, 1. For the judges, Supreme Court, position 4, Rosen, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, position 4, Warner, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, position 6, Bruns, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 8, Atchison, 1.
Yes. Yes, 1.
Yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 9, Berger, yes, 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 14, Gardner, yes, 1. District Court Judge, Division 2, Bone, yes, 1. District Court Division 3, Powers, yes, 1. And District Court Division 5, Rosehour, yes, 1. Next one is Lehigh. U.S. President, Trump Pence, 3. U.S. Senator Roger Marshall, 3. U.S. Representative Tracy Mann, 3. Kansas Senate, Richard Wilborn, 3. Kansas Representative John Barker, 3. County Clerk Tina Spencer, 3.
Tina Spencer, 3.
Ready?
Yep.
County Treasurer Susan Berg, 3. Register of Deeds Rebecca Wingfield, 3. County Sheriff Robert Kraft, 2. There was a grand total of 3, one write-in, 2. Township Trustee Kyle Clausen, 3.
Another place out. Clausen.
Clausen,
Page
Kyle
14.
Clausen, 3.
Page 18.
Page 14.
Where was I going?
You are probably going back to the treasurers. This
Yep.
is for a trustee.
This is
Okay.
Township trustee, Lehigh Township.
Name again. Kyle Clausen.
Yeah,
3 votes.
3 votes.
3.
Liberty?
Lee.
Lehigh.
Lehigh,
Lehigh.
this is Lehigh.
Gotcha.
Okay, the judges,
I'll skip the treasurer on that one
Yeah. Because that was a vote.
then.
Supreme Court position 4, Rosen, yes 2, no 1. Total of 3. Court of Appeals, judge position 4, Warner, yes 3. Court of Appeals, judge position 6, Bruns, yes 3. Court of Appeals, judge position 8, Atchison, yes 3. Court of Appeals, judge position 9, Berger, 3.
For yes?
Yeah, oh, excuse me, yes, 3. Court of Appeals, judge position 14, Gardner, yes 2, no 1. District Court, judge division 2, Bone, yes 2, no 1. District Court judge division 3, Powers, yes 3. District Court judge division 5, Rosehour, yes 3. Okay, Liberty. None in Liberty. Logan. None in Logan. Now we're really going. Lost Springs. President, Trump Pence, 3. U.S. Senate. Libertarian candidate, Jason Buckley, 1. And Roger Marshall, 3. Total of 4.
So that, everybody's in the right column, right? Lost Springs?
Lost Springs.
Lost Springs.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's 3.
3 for Marshall,
One for
1 for
Buckley.
Buckley. Okay, and U.S. Representative, Tracy Mann, 4. Kansas Senate, Richard Wilborn, 4. Kansas Representative, John Barker, 4. Wilborn was 4.
And everybody's still Lost Springs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Richard Wilburn should have what?
4. Richard Wilborn should have 4.
Lost Springs.
And then Representative John Barker, 4.
Let's go back and just check on me and Liberty for, I think I put 4 back there on Liberty.
Liberty, yeah.
None.
None, that's right.
Yeah, Liberty.
And Logan.
That's what I thought I put in the wrong.
Liberty and Logan had
both
0.
had none.
0.
But they did have a partial ballot in Liberty, so you might
Which
have
we
some
have.
marks. Okay.
Yeah, which we wrote on this other tally books.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't.
Okay. Everybody got John Barker, 4.
Yes.
On Lost Springs,
Yep.
okay. County Commission, 2nd District, Michael Beneke, 4. County Clerk, Tina Spencer, 4. County Treasurer.
Okay, wait. We gotta turn pages here. Sorry.
Go to
Lost Springs.
Lost Springs.
Tina
third.
Spencer.
4.
Okay.
Okay.
Susan Bird, 4. County Treasurer.
Them skippers.
Yeah, they can
That's-
mess
yeah.
up, can't they?
Wait a minute.
Everybody got it?
Just about, I think.
4.
Yeah, 4. Register of Deeds, Rebecca Wingfield, 4. County Sheriff, Robert Kraft, 4.
So that'd be 86 total for Lost Springs, right? Everybody at the same place? Okay.
Okay, Township Trustee, Lost Springs. Terry Dunn is 4.
Page 14.
Terry Dunn is 4.
Lost what? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Everybody's eyes getting crossed.
Yeah. So 4?
4.
Terry?
Terry Dunn is Lost Springs, or Township Treasurer.
This is page 18 for treasurer.
Frank Wertz, 4.
Lost Springs. Frank Wertz.
4. Okay.
Be sure and skip Liberty and Logan on their judges. Okay.
The judges, Supreme Court Justice, position 4, Rosen, yes, 4. Court of Appeals, position 4, Warner, yes, 3, no, 1. Court of Appeals, position 6, Bruns, yes, 3, and no, 1. Court of Appeals, position 8, Atchison, yes, 4. Court of Appeals, position 9, Berger, yes, 4. Court of Appeals, position 14, Gardner, yes, 3, and no, 1. District Court Judge, Division 2, Bone, yes, 4. District Court Judge, Division 3, Powers, yes, 3, and no, 1. And District Court Judge, Division 5, Rosehour, yes, 4. This one's Minnow. President, everybody there?
Yep.
Minnow. Representative, Trump Pence, 4. U.S. Senate, Roger Marshall, 4. U.S. Representative, Tracy Mann, 4. Kansas Senate, Richard Wilborn, 4. Kansas Representative, Stephen Owens, 4.
Page
No, Minnow.
for Minnow, yeah.
Minnow, that's it.
Alan Minnow.
See that? Just skip it.
County Commission, 5th District, Jonah Gearing, 4.
Who's that guy?
Everybody see on page 6 for Minnow.
4 of them.
Okay, County Clerk, Tina Spencer, 4.
That's kind of nice, we're on the same page again.
County Treasurer, Susan Berg, 4. Register of Deeds, Rebecca Wingfield, 4. Sheriff Robert Kraft, 4. Township Trustees, Minnow Township, Carol L. Dirksen, 4.
Page 15.
Here I get the sheriff 4. Minnow. And you're going to where now?
15.
15. Top of the page. Good.
Township Trustee, Minnow.
Sorry, sorry, no, I had to take it off.
Carol L. Dirksen, did you get 4?
4, yes.
4,
Okay.
yes. Okay, to the judges. Supreme Court, position 4, Rosen, yes, 1, and no, 3, total of 4. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 4, Warner, yes, 2, and no, 1, so it'd be 3 on that one. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 4, Bruns, yes, 2, and no, 1. Court of Appeals, position 8, Atchison, yes, 2, no, 1. Board of Appeals, Judge Position 9, Berger, yes 2, and no 1. Board of Appeals, Position 14, Gardner, yes 2, no 1. District Court Judge, Division 2, Bone, yes 2, and no 1. District Court Judge, Division 3, Powers, yes 2, no 1. And District Court Division 5, Rosehour, yes 2, and no 1. Next one is Milton and Burns City. Everybody ready?
Yes.
President, Trump Pence 2. U.S. Senate, Roger Marshall 2. U.S. Representative Tracy Mann 1. Kansas Senate, Richard Wilborn 1. Kansas Representative Stephen Owens 1. County Commission 3rd District, Randy Dalkey 2.
Everybody's still on Milton, right?
Dalkey.
Okay.
County Clerk Tina Spencer 1. County Treasurer Susan Berg 1. Register of Deeds Rebecca Wingfield 1. County Sheriff Robert Kraft 1. And we go down to Burns City Council.
Okay, that
Oh, wow.
is page 20.
Everybody there?
Yeah.
Not quite, I think we're
Trying to keep
Okay.
it organized.
Okay, now we're good.
City Council Burns, Tom Grimwood 1. Okay, and judges, 0. Okay, that's good. Okay.
How's everybody doing? You okay?
Good?
Okay.
Moore
We'll take a
Township,
little break.
there's nothing. Nothing for Moore.
We wouldn't have got that good news.
Risley, there is nothing for Risley. Summit. There's nothing for Summit. Nothing for Summit. West Branch. Okay. West Branch, President, Trump Pence 3, Hyde Harris 3. U.S. Senate, Roger Marshall 4, Barbara Boye 3. U.S. Representative, Barnett 2, and Mann 3. Kansas Senate, Richard Wilborn 5.
Okay, everybody make sure
West
you're on
Branch.
West Branch.
Yeah, West Branch.
West Branch, Wilburn 5.
Yeah. Kansas Representative, Stephen Owens 5.
That's 5, West Branch.
County Commission 5th District, Jonah Herring 5.
Hardest one to find.
County Clerk Tina Spencer 5.
All right, could you, is everybody on page 6 in West Branch?
West Branch, Joan Gearing 5. Tina 5.
County Treasurer Susan Berg 5. Register of Deeds Rebecca Wingfield 5.
Wait 1 second, please. Gotta get back on West Branch here,
Yeah,
sorry.
we got 3 skips on the page, so that's hard to get back in the right column.
Okay. County Sheriff Robert Kraft 4.
Wingfield has 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Kraft has 4.
Kraft.
4
4 for
right?
Kraft,
Okay.
County Sheriff.
Okay.
Township trustee,
Page 16.
Okay.
Township trustee Bernie L. Both, 6.
6.
Yes. Township treasurer,
Page 19.
Township treasurer D. Allen Unruh, 5. Okay, judges, Supreme Court position 4, Rosen, yes 4, no 2.
Make sure everybody's on West Branch.
Court of Appeals position 4, Warner, yes 3, no 2. Court of Appeals judge position 6, Bruns, yes 3 and no 2. Court of Appeals judge position 8, Atchison, yes 3 and no 2. Court of Appeals judge position 9, Berger, yes 4, no 2. Court of Appeals judge position 14, Gardner, yes 4 and no 2. District Court Judge Division 2, Bone, yes 4, no 2. District Court Judge Division 3, Powers, yes 4, no 2. And District Court Judge Division 5, Rosehour, yes 4, no 2. Wilson Township. Okay. President Trump Pence, 1. U.S. Senate Marshall, 1. U.S. Representative Tracy Mann, 1. Kansas Senate, Richard Wilborn, 1. Kansas Representative Stephen Owens, 1. County Commission, 4th District, Dave Crowfoot, 1. County Clerk Tina Spencer, 1. County Treasurer Susan Berg, 1. Register of Deeds Rebecca Wingfield, 1. County Sheriff Robert Kraft, 1.
Lost my grip.
Howard. Wilson?
Yeah. Township.
The last one I gave you was Rebecca Wingfield, 1.
Robert Kraft.
Robert Kraft, Sheriff, 1.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're the Township Trustee.
Page 16.
Oh, it's at the top, treasurer, so that's one.
Township Trustee Joel Suderman, 1. And Township Treasurer Joyce Olson, OLSEN, 1.
Page 19.
And that is all.
No judges on that one?
No judges.
Put my X on the page.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do.
Okay, Florence first. Everybody find it? Okay, President Trump Pence, 2. Senator Roger Marshall, 2. U.S. Representative Tracy Mann, 2. And Kansas Senate, Richard Wilborn, 2. Kansas Representative Stephen Owens, 1. County Commission, 4th District.
Did you get it, Randy?
Yeah. County Commission, 4th District, Dave Crowfoot, 2. County Clerk Tina Spencer, 2. County Treasurer Susan Berg, 2. Register of Deeds, Rebecca Wingfield, 2. County Sheriff, Robert Kraft, 2. Okay, the judges. Supreme Court Justice, position 4, Rosen, yes 1, and no 1.
Is everybody on Thorns first?
Yes.
Court of Appeals, position 4, Warner, no 2. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 6, Bruns, no 2. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 8, Atchison, no 2. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 9, Berger, no 2. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 14, Gardner, no 2. District Court Judge, Division 2, Bone, no 2. District Court Judge, Division 3, Powers, no 2. And District Court Judge, Division 5, Rosauer, no 2. It's going to be Florence second. Okay, President, Trump Pence 2, Biden Harris 1. Senate, Roger Marshall 2, Robert Boyer 1. U.S. Representative, Kelly Barnett 1. Tracy Mann, 2. Kansas State Senate, Richard Bilborn, 3. Kansas Representative, 74th, Stephen Owens, 3. County Commission, 4th District, Jay Crowfoot, 3. County Clerk, Tina Spencer, 3. Yep. County Treasurer, Susan Berg, 3. Register of Deeds, Rebecca Wingfield, 3. County Sheriff, Robert Kraft, 3.
Oh.
Okay, judges. Supreme Court Justice, position 4, Rosen, yes 2, no 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 4, Warner, yes 2, no 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 6, Bruns, yes 2, no 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 8, Atchison, yes 2, no 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 9, Berger, yes 2, no 1. Court of Appeals, Judge, position 14, Gardner, yes 2, and no 1. District Court Judge, Division 2, Bone, yes 2, no 1. District Court Judge, Division 3, Powers, yes 1, no 2. District Court Judge, Division 5, Rosauer, yes 2, no 1. Next one is Hillsboro first. Are you ready? Okay, U.S. President, Jorgensen and Cohen, 1. Trump Pence, 2. Biden Harris, 5. U.S. Senate, Roger Marshall, 3. Barbara Boyer, 5. U.S. Representative, Callie Barnett, 4. Tracy Mann, 3. Kansas Senate, Richard Wilborn, 7. Kansas Representative, Stephen Owens, 7. County Commission, 5th District, Joni Gehring, 7. County Clerk, Tina Spencer, 7. ahead of everybody.
County Gearing 7.
Yes. Hillsboro first. County Clerk Tina Spencer, 7.
Yep.
County Treasurer Susan Berg, 7. Register of Deeds Rebecca Wingfield, 7. County Sheriff Robert Kraft, 7. Now we're at City Council, Ward 1, Hillsboro.
Page 20.
Did you get Robert Kraft?
Yes, 7.
Now where you at?
Page 20?
20.
City Council, Ward 1, Hillsboro.
Okay.
Brent Driggers, 7. All the judges. Supreme Court Justice position, 4 Rosen, 6 yes, 1 no. Court of Appeals Judge position, 4 Warner, yes 6, no 1. Court of Appeals Judge position, 6 Bruns, yes 5, no 2. Court of Appeals Judge position, 8 Atchison, yes 6, no 1. Court of Appeals Judge position, 9 Berger, 6 yes, no 1. Court of Appeals Judge position, 14 Gardner, yes 6, no 1. District Court Judge Division 2 Bone, yes 6, no 1. District Court Judge Division 3 Powers, yes 6, and no 1. District Court Judge Division 5 Rosehour, yes 6, and no 1. Next one is Hillsboro 2nd. Are you ready? Okay, President, Trump Pence, 8. Goodbye.
Are you just writing numbers, or are you writing this on this? Or are you writing this?
I was doing tallies, but.
Yeah,
I did tallies on that.
tallies.
You got it
okay.
right, Reed.
So
Okay.
you write numbers?
I'm writing numbers.
Oh, okay. Then I'll write
And
numbers.
totals.
Okay.
Huh?
I'm writing
8.
numbers and totals.
Well, yeah, it
but
might
that's
be easier just to write the number.
I'm just
it is.
writing
Yeah, on this.
my red number.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
Is everybody good though? You know what you're doing and you all have, yeah.
Trump Pence was 8.
Trump Pence was 8, Biden Harris 3. U.S. Senator Jason Buckley, 1. Roger Marshall, 7. Barbara Boyer, 3. U.S. Representative Barnett, 5. Mann, 6.
Lunch.
Kansas Senate Richard Wilborn, 10.
This is Hillsboro 2nd, right?
Kansas Representative Stephen Owens, 10. County Clerk Tina Spencer, 10. County Treasurer Susan Burke, 10.
Sorry, we had to turn a bunch of pages.
Okay,
Okay.
Wrong.
Susan Burke, 10.
Susan Burke, 10. Register of Deeds Rebecca Wingfield, 10. County Sheriff Robert Kraft, 10.
Okay, can you pause for a moment, Ken?
Yep.
Thank you.
10.
We
County
were
Attorney.
registered of deeds.
Yeah, she had 10. Sorry, we're having to turn a lot of pages.
Okay.
Cross my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me
So
when you're ready.
should jump to page 20 now, after Kraft.
Robert Kraft, County Sheriff, 10.
Alright.
Okay. City Council, Ward 2, Byron McCarty, 9. The judges, Supreme Court, Position 4, Rosen, yes 6, and no 1. Court of Appeal, Position 4, Warner, yes 7. Court of Appeals, Judge, Position 6, Bruns, yes 6, no 1. Court of Appeals, Judge Position 8, Atchison, yes 6, no 1. Court of Appeals, Judge Position 9, Berger, yes 7. Court of Appeals, Position 14, Gardner, yes 7. District Court Judge Division 2, Bone, yes 6. District Court Division 3, Powers, yes 5, no 2. District Court Judge Division 5, Rosehour, yes 5, no 2. Marion North. Okay, Marion North, President, Trump Pence 4, Biden Harris 3. U.S. Senate, Jason Buckley 1, Roger Marshall 3, Barbara Boyer 4. Representative, Barnett 2, Mann 6. Kansas Senate, Richard Wilborn 8. Kansas Representative, Joe Schwartz 3, John Barker 5.
This is who?
So it's
Marion North.
Marion North.
3 and 5.
Okay, County Commissioner, 2nd District, Michael Beneke 5, David Mueller 3. County Clerk, Tina Spencer 8. County Treasurer, Susan Berg 8. Register of Deeds, Rebecca Wingfield 8. Yeah, yes. County Sheriff, Robert Kraft 8. Okay, and we're to the judges then. Supreme Court, Justice Rosen 8.
For yes? Is it for yes?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, excuse me. You have to tell me if I'm just rattling numbers. 14.
Bingo!
We're there, we're there.
We are getting so close, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Rosen with 8.
Yes.
Court of Appeals, Position 4, Warner, yes 8. Court of Appeals, Judge Position 6, Bruns, yes 8. Court of Appeals, Judge Position 8, Atchison, yes 8. Court of Appeals, Judge Position 9, Burgery, yes 8. Court of Appeals, Judge Position 14, Gardner, yes 8. District Court Judge Division 2, Bone, yes 7 and no 1. District Court Judge Division 3, Powers, yes 7 and no 1. And District Court Judge Division 5, Rosehour, yes 8. Marion South. Marion South. President, Trump Pence 3, Biden Harris 1. U.S. Senate, Jason Buckley 1, Roger Marshall 2, Barbara Boyer 1. U.S. Representative, Barnett 1, Tracy Mann 3. Kansas Senate, Richard Wilborn 3. Kansas Representative 70th District, Joe Schwartz 1, John Barker 3. County Commissioner 4th District, Dave Crowfoot 3. County Clerk Tina Spencer 4. Marion South.
3 for Dave Crowfoot.
Yes.
Dave Crowfoot 3. County Clerk Tina Spencer 4. County Treasurer Susan Berg, 4. Register of Deeds Rebecca Wingfield, 3. County Sheriff Robert Kraft, 4. And the judges, Supreme Court Justice Position 4, Rosen, yes 2 and no 2. Court of Appeals Judge Position 4, Warner, yes 1 and no 2. Court of Appeals Judge Position 6, Bruns, yes 1 and no 2. Court of Appeals Judge Position 8, Atchison, yes 1 and no 2. Court of Appeals Judge Position 9, Berger, yes 1, no 2. Court of Appeals Judge Position 14, Gardner, yes 1 and no 2. District Court Judge Division 2, Bone, yes 2 and no 2. District Court Judge Division 3, Powers, yes 4. District Court Judge Division 5, Rosehour, yes 1 and no 2. Peabody East. Everybody ready? Peabody East.
Yes.
President Trump Pence, 1. U.S. Senate Roger Marshall, 1. U.S. Representative Tracy Mann, 1. Kansas Senate Richard Wilborn, 1. Kansas State Representative Stephen Owens, 1. County Commissioner, 3rd District, Randy Dalkey, 1. County Clerk, Tina Spencer, 1. County Treasurer, Susan Berg, 1. Register of Deeds, Rebecca Wingfield, 1. County Sheriff, Robert Kraft, 1. Township Trustee, Peabody Township,
What page?
15.
15?
Peabody, or Township Trustee, Peabody Township, Norma Patton, 1.
And this is Peabody East.
Yeah, Peabody East. Township Treasurer, Rachel DeFeller, 1.
That's on page 19. For Peabody East.
Okay, judges. Supreme Court Justice Position 4, Rosen, yes 1. Court of Appeals Judge Position 4, Warner, yes 1. Court of Appeals Judge Position 6, Bruns, yes 1. Court of Appeals Judge Position 8, Atchison, yes 1. Court of Appeals Judge Position 9, Berger, yes 1. Court of Appeals Judge Position 14, Gardner, yes 1. District Court Judge Division 2, Bohm, yes 1. District Court Judge Division 3, Powers, yes 1. And District Court Judge Division 5, Rosehour, yes 1. Peabody West. Peabody West. President Trump Pence, 1. Biden Harris, 1. U.S. Senate Barbara Boyer, 2. U.S. Representative Arnett, 2. Kansas Senate Richard Wilborn, 1. Kansas Representative Stephen Owens, 1. County Commissioner, 3rd District, Randy Dalkey, 2. County Clerk, Tina Spencer, 2. County Treasurer, Susan Berg, 2. Register of Deeds, Rebecca Wingfield, 2. County Sheriff, Robert Kraft, 2. The Township Trustee, Norma Patton, 2. And the Township Treasurer, Peabody Township Treasurer, Rachel Gefeller, 2.
2, and one more pass, please. What page is she?
15.
16?
15.
15.
15 and 19.
She gets 2.
Okay. Judges, Supreme Court Judge, position 4, Rosen, yes, 1. Board of Appeals, Judge, position 4, Warner, yes, 1. Board of Appeals, Judge, position 6, Bruns, yes, 1. Board of Appeals, Judge, position 8, Atchison, 2, yes, 2. Board of Appeals, Judge, position 9, Berger, yes, 2. Board of Appeals, Judge, position 14, Gardner, yes, 1. District Court Judge, Division 2, Bone, yes, 1. District Court Judge, Division 3, Powers, yes, 2. And District Court Judge, Division 5, Rosehour, yes, 2. Oh my God, I ran out of paper.
Yay!
Almost got slobbered on this stuff.
Well, you did very good. I've read that, and before I get to read the wrong things, this too, and it's just sounds good. You just have to do it every once in a while. Really enjoy it.
So, the next thing we need to do is to add these results into our previous results. Now, do you want to tally these, or do you want us just to tally them in our office?
Tallied up.
Okay.
Oh, the way everybody else feels.
You want, so you're gonna read, you're gonna
No,
read each precinct?
No, I'd much rather than be tallied.
Oh, we tally,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you meant tallied up
No.
as a board, okay.
Do it correctly.
Okay, so what we'll do, if you're okay with it, is we'll take these 3 books, compare them, make sure they match, and then go through and update totals, and then, so we would need to recess and then come back with the official results. And
Recess for,
can we have till 1 o'clock?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I got something to do around 3, so. Good.
So does that work?
Recess until 1.
Recess until 1.
How much more do you got after that? Will we be done by 2?
Yeah, all we do, basically while we're in recess, we're gonna work on getting all these on paper. And then we'll bring back the new results. You can take as much time as you want to check them against, you know, to verify against what we already have with the marks on it. And then we'll have you certify them. So,
Okay.
yeah, so that won't take, that generally doesn't take a really long time, so.
That's not too bad.
No.
So
All right,
Are we
so-
recess and recess?
So we're in recess till 1.
Stand up and stretch.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn off the computer
You can
and
share with me
the
next time.
electronic meeting will be back
Bring
at
your
1
big
o'clock.
chair with you next time.
Right? It's more, a little more comfortable.
This conference will now be recorded.
So we have, we brought back what we were writing on. We just printed off the updated results and they're getting them ready to bring it in. And then I'll let you review those as long as you want. And then we have the certification page. So when I'm all done, I'll shrink this down to letter size. But I thought it's hard for you to read it at that size when you're checking it. And so then we'll do the certification and I'll print it on the right paper, so.
How many cabs you feeding now, or top feeding.
I got 2 calves yet that I'm feeding.
And we usually do that either spring or fall, I guess that's about.
Well,
Always takes a
yeah,
little
and I
longer
have a
than
calf that
outside.
has a broken leg, so I can't put it with the rest. And I have one that was born blind, so it'll never go into with the other one. So I'll be feeding them till who knows when. Born blind, I mean,
Well-
it's so sad.
What you, not the butchered cows,
It's
probably.
not kind business.
Well, ultimately, yes. We just butchered 5 of them
Farmer
about 2 weeks
rancher
ago. We
dog.
took them up to Canton. Yeah.
Our little dog went blind, our rat terrier. We need a helmet for him so bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it's sad. That is so sad.
Yeah, he's good spirits otherwise, but man, he bangs into things.
Mm-hmm. So is the calf, yeah. I have him in a nice, clean, open pen, so I mean, when he bangs in,
Yeah.
and they do learn eventually
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
boundaries, but
Mhm.
still sad.
We was gonna put him down, but I said, no, you just handicapped, don't be down.
Mm.
But he was 12, I think he was 14,
Too bad you don't have another dog that can lead him around.
Right.
Don't even
See,
mention
that's
that.
what you need,
Right.
yeah.
Tie a little handkerchief around its neck so that the other dog can grab it and drag him this way, that way.
They can adapt, they're pretty
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah,
That all their other senses heightened and figure it out.
I guess I should have had it a little longer.
Oh, that's not bad. What we was putting on there that took us so long was off of the 80-some vote
The
ballots.
provisionals, yeah.
Provisionals.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me, we need to.
You gotta sign that
Yep,
deal.
Yep. I put them in the bag and sealed them up and stuck them in the vault, but I'm gonna have you do a tamper-proof seal to put over the top of it as the canvassing board of those voted ballots that we reviewed today. So,
In red ink.
oh, if you have a different color, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. And so everybody will just sign it. I know we don't have
Sign someplace
a
else.
line for everyone, but
So we're a judge today.
Put that on your resume now. You were a judge
It
once.
says judge, Democrat, judge.
yeah, just sign anywhere on that seal. I'll let you do the honors and stick it over here when it's small, comes this way.
You got a Democratic judge?
Yeah, well, on election night, I've been running 3 boards, and they're 3 people each, and they're always bipartisan, so. And I could've used 4 this time.
I'll sign the top one.
Oh, man.
Be brave. That's all right. I signed it.
Just a
Copier ran out of the big paper, they had to run and get some downstairs, so that's what the delay is. I printed a whole new set for everyone of the legal size sheets. And we added in the write-ins and the hand counts plus all of the provisionals, so.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Long ways. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, just
Seals
so it covers that other seal.
How many people did you have working? How many people did it take to do the election day? Do you ever add it up?
Yeah, at the polling places, we had, I don't know offhand, but about between 50 and 55 at the polling places. And then on election night, I had 3 boards of 3 each, so that would be 9. Plus I had early counting boards, which was 3 people each for multiple days. I had early voting poll workers out here. I think we had 14 of them total, which also, most of them worked election day too, and plus staff. So it takes a lot.
That's huge.
And
But we don't have runoffs.
oh, yeesh. Or ranked choice voting, that would be tricky too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put these in the bullet now.
Yeah,
Thank you.
In Kent's area there, when the votes come down to 2 votes, and then we're gonna, you know, recount here in a few days, looks like we're doing today, you know, what's it gonna do? I mean, that race was.
That's the tightest one I've ever seen in Marion County.
Yeah.
I mean, other than right in.
Yeah.
That was before. That was crazy, because it was 2 one way, and then
Mm-hmm.
next day it was 2 the other way, and it was, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Any of the townships that have a tie, we will do a tiebreaker. And so we would notify any candidates so they can be present. So anyone else.
You don't call and make sure that they're accepting of the
Well,
position, so they
it's-
can go ahead and decline and take themselves out of it?
We can't do that,
Oh.
actually. It would be nice if we could, but they don't let us do that. So,
So then what happens?
then
They
if
get
they
told-
decline, then it's a vacancy, and then the township board gives us gives you all a recommendation, and the board of
That's right.
commissioners
That's right.
makes an appointment, so.
I didn't see a lot of Mickey Mouse ones on those, so I think they're good. I think they're okay.
I thought I saw one.
I've seen a few Mickey Mouses in some other races, but not township stuff.
Oh.
I think people took it a little more serious in township.
Looks like we got the paper now. Sorry.
Mickey Mouse has come up and top there.
Wasn't
Pretty
as-
regular.
Wasn't as popular this time around, though. I kind of counted.
No, it wasn't as
some
many, no.
five maybe, 8. Sometimes you see it,
There's a lot of
10.
local names.
Yeah.
Just a matter of interest, we do have several write-in candidates for president and vice president, and that are actual candidates, write-in candidates that we have to report. So those on the sheet that I gave you are the ones that are over to the left. And we did have votes for some of those. So we had Brian Carroll and Amar Patel, Howie Hopkins and Angela Walker, Mark Charles and Adrian Wallace, and then Kanye West. So those all have to be reported to the state. Just thought you might be interested in knowing that.
Yeah.
Then we had some just random.
Yeah.
So,
Because they was registered as a write-in.
yeah, they were, they filed whatever documentation they needed to be counted as a write-in, so. And I don't know how much money.
Didn't file enough to be on the ballot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's some of those states I've seen that, I mean, there's a whole bunch of different parties. They paid money to be on the ballot.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Kansas, maybe that's not as big of an impact. All right, thank you. You wanna get yours? You've got, there's our list. Just wanna make sure I have the right amount. Okay. And on these, we did do we wrote the totals on one set, and then also on the write-ins that we tallied separately, we put those in blue on these sheets. So if you wanna compare anything, feel free.
blue.
Just on our working copies, okay, not on there. It's a clean copy there with the updated results. So. Oh, I forgot to take the highlight off of the county attorney.
My pencil very light though.
So, there's some offices, of course, that are gonna, like I said, be tiebreakers, like for township offices. It's like Blaine trustee. Colfax trustee. And then it looks like a tie, Dale Township for trustee. Same thing, East Branch Township Treasurer. Risley trustee. Summit trustee. Colfax treasurer. say that.
Oh, yeah, never mind, I said.
Yeah, it looks like it's tied.
Yeah. I just seen one, too.
And also Summit Treasure. We'll be bringing some stuff back to you for tiebreaker on some things.
The East Branch.
Same,
Okay.
yeah. So on Burn City Council is the top three. So it'll be, looks like Tom Brimwood, Leah January, and Travis Kelly. And Ramona, the filed mayor candidate, was beaten by a write-in. We have 20 votes for Jade Sykes, and that's more than the filed candidate received for mayor of Ramona. And then we have 2 Ramona City Councils, so one was a filed candidate, and it looks like the other, with the most write-ins is Ronnie Alcorn at 18. So those would be 2. And we have to see if she's already on in a different position.
So what page are you on for that?
It's just the next to the last one.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
who was it that won that one from your count?
For Ramona,
Yeah,
for mayor, was Jade Sykes. And then, and I did check, she is a registered voter in Ramona. And then for city council, Mark Lockhart and Ronnie Alcorn, or Ronnie, however you say that.
yes, okay.
So,
So Mark is the one who won that one, right?
no, there's 2.
So there's 2 okay.
Two
that's
positions,
2.
yeah, there was
That's
only
2.
one candidate that filed, and the other was selected by write-in.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Does anybody have any questions about any, or want to look at anything further? So our next steps are actually to certify these results out to the cities and different agencies and the candidates that were elected. Arrange any tiebreakers that are needed, verify that we have qualified candidates. Although, even if an unqualified candidate is elected, we can't just, we can't exclude them. So whenever you are all ready, if you could make a motion to accept and certify the results, that would be great.
Good motion to accept and certify the votes. So moved by Canvas. Second by Kent. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
5-0.
Then I'll have you sign the certification page. Oops. Do I need to reprint it? Okay.
These are ours.
Yeah, if you want to keep those, you certainly can.
Went right into it with the red one, didn't realize I had which one I had in my hand.
Does everybody have a different color than red to write on the results?
I had that.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's only the J. Covered it up with black.
All right.
Where's the big book you used to have?
In the vault. Now we have a little bitty book and it has
Yeah.
these little bitty pages
Yeah.
in it. You guys haven't, some of you haven't ever seen those big books, have you, that we used to write everything in?
Probably not, so
Were they up the attic?
No, they're in the vault.
Oh.
Yeah,
We can declare
Don't hurt your back.
Trump and Pence the winner.
yes, you can. Basically, by certifying this, that you're declaring that those on this list are the winners, except where there's a tie, so. All right.
Sort of funny here, but in the county attorney race there, we have one local resident that's always in our, been in our pokey over here quite a bit. And his name was on there for county attorney, and I thought that would be good.
Sometimes those are the best ones.
Well,
They know how the other ones are thinking.
You know, years ago, not every, well, I don't know about the county attorney, but the sheriff could have just been the guys down there on the street.
Yeah.
And it was, sometimes. I bet our crime rate was less.
I never double back and check that. Yeah.
Which one?
Joel come out on.
Yeah, he had 2 more that we did when we were doing the tallies. And I just,
Nothing else close.
no. The closest other one, I think, was at 98, maybe, or somewhere.
6.
It was Susan and Bob Perkins are the other ones that had quite a few votes, so. Okay.
Hopefully that'll do that next time. All right. Motion to adjourn.
I would like that.
You'll make that? All right, I'll second it then.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Want to get your hands back?
You can put it in your drawer.
I always put it in the drawer.
Okay,
They'll get stolen back out
And
eventually.
we'll just leave the papers we're not taking here.
sure. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for your hard work,
Yes.
all of you.
This was a hard one, for sure.